Righto, welcome back. So, today, we just got back from the drags. We're going to drain the fluids, see how the oil looks, see what metal's in there, hopefully none. We're going to rip the motor out, because it's easier than getting into the transmission out. And see what sort of carnage we've made in the middle, because there's a lot. Had to crawl around. I've got a big dent in the transmission tunnel, and yeah, let's get this started. Just getting this radiator hose off. I don't know if it doesn't have a drain, so you just got to go full commitment. Shit! Oh gosh! There we go. Yep. Yep. Okay, that's effective. So I had taken out most of the coolant previously, but so it should. There's a bit of green to what I couldn't get out when I flushed it twice. Holy! So it did have just water in it. So the way you have to glue something up down the strip, it wasn't going to take 4 hours to clean. Okay. I think we're good. All right. Righto. So hopefully we don't find any goodies in here. I'm going to drain it out first, and I don't think it ran long enough to hopefully nothing fall out the bottom, but we'll see. While I just got under here, I found a huge dent in the muffler. Probably even a hole by the looks of it. So when I get the engine out, I'll have a better look at that. But there's nothing on that at all. It is spotless. No metal. That's very good. Very, very good. For now. Hopefully there's no metal in that bit. But we'll have a look later. So what I'm going to do, I'll bring you in here and I'll give you a look around so you can see what I'm looking at. Oh, it's draining. Oh, jeez. Stuck on the trolley. Alright. Yeah, come here. Right, so if you remember, if you want to look back on previous videos, my flex plate never looked like that. My clutch, it definitely didn't look like that. And if you look up here, you can see there's a gap between that part and that part. I'm thinking I could probably weld that together. Or maybe this side. Yeah, you reckon I could weld that? And yeah, that's in the right spot. Nah, that's good. We should just fire it up and go for a drive. Righto, so we had a bit of a crack, the servo. It's just on dark, and we've got a hole. Oh, there goes my light. Just now in the engine bay. Yeah, got a hole through here. Removed the air conditioning because it never worked anyway. So we won't have the air conditioning compressor when it goes back in, or any of the plumbing. The vacuum line used to come off the back of the intake manifold, come around here into here. Then it hard piped up around all the way along the back of there into the back of the vacuum booster. So that's going to get shortened. When I put it back in, it'll go from here to here. Hold on, let me get some light. Oh no, come here, it's stuck. There we go. Okay, so I think I just broke my light. So it's going to go from here back to the hard line here, and that'll be better. It looks like the clutch slave is still good. There's no issues with it. It was fine. I was quite surprised. We chucked the bonnet up on the roof because it's just so much easier without it. We have all our header bolts out, all the starter motors out. Yeah, all the plumbing's off. But D-wide, we've just got 2 bolts on the engine mounts. The distributor may or may not have to come out. We'll figure that out. But the carby will come off too when I do it. But so that was today's progress. Straight up. Got home from the drags at, I don't know, 12 o'clock. I think we pushed it off the trailer. It's now 5:30. So yeah. Anyway, that's day 1. But we'll continue this probably tomorrow afternoon. I'll try and get an engine hoist. We'll rip her out and we'll inspect the damage a bit better, and then we'll have to start ordering parts. So we'll see you back tomorrow afternoon.
Take a shot.
Here we go. So this is how the back end looks after we've got it off. So it's ripped the bolts through, every one of the flex plate bolts, destroyed the whole plate adapter part of the flex plate. Wow. And then in the engine bay, that's what's left. I always thought parts were going to fall out when you've done this, but wow. Ah, there it goes. And that's the other part. This is the bit that was making all the loud noises. Yeah. So come over here too. That's broken. Yeah, it's all broken. It's just all broken. That's all there is to it. So I don't know if you can see, but that area there is a huge dent. The header pipe, she's got a hole in it. As for the rest, don't know what goes on backwards from here. Hopefully the transmission input shaft isn't bent. Find out soon, I guess. Oh, still spins freely. That's pretty cool. Anyway, right, we're gonna get this engine on a stand and pull the sump off it. See how it looks underneath. Okay, let's pull this pan off and see how it looks inside. Let's hope there's no damage. So there's no chunky bits in. There's no. That looks good in there. Nothing up in the catch tray. I don't think we got any issues. It's looking pretty good actually. Nothing there. Nothing anywhere in here. Right. There's nothing shiny. Nothing shiny anywhere. So, wonder if I can rotate it over by hand. Might need to chuck the bar on him, but that's rotating very easily. Everything looks good. I'll have to get the torch in and shoot it down all the bores and make sure there's no marks on them. I might just pull this oil tray off first and see how it looks underneath. But as you can see, we've got 4-bolt mains. How good's that? I was always curious, but yeah, 4 bolts. There we go. That's that question sorted. I'm not sure if you can see, but in there I've still got cross hatching on all my bores. That is so good. But overall, the engine is looking perfect. Doesn't even look like anything's happened in here at all. So we could probably buy a new gasket and stick it back together. I wouldn't mind pulling the top off and just checking the pistons, but all the rods look like there's no sign of any bends in any of the rods. They all look nice and straight. It spins freely. So I think I've just shut it down and we've got away with this pretty well. But, yeah, this is looking really nice in here. I just spotted this. We've got a crack on the bell housing locator pin. So it did take a fair whack in that area. So I'm not sure. I have to do some research on that one and see what the go is. Can't see any other damage on the other ones. But that one, that was the driver's side, so that's the way she was spinning. So that's the side that took 98% of the impact. Yeah. But I'm gonna do some research on that one. Don't like that. Bugger. Righto, next morning we're back. So I'm gonna run through the damages. Now it's daylight and yeah, so in my previous video in everything I did say some things, terminologies inside out, backwards stuff. So I'll try and get them correct and explain why parts are used and that sort of stuff, and a little bit of failure reasons and things. So let's start with the blown up pieces, and then look at the trans, and then the engine, and go from there. Let's start here. So, bell housing. This is part of it. Copped a bit of a hiding, blew into 1,000 pieces. And yet to see how many parts are missing. So, clutch plate, the ceramic clutch just ate in until it just destroyed everything. A couple of huge gouges in the pressure plate. The clutch itself, as you can see, is manked up to no end. So what you heard rattling around really badly at the end was this, just spinning away on the input shaft on the transmission. Yeah, ceramic clutch, done a great job at trying to hold, sadly. This inspection plate, as you can see, that went flying big time, and that's what hit the bollard. One of the pieces that hit the bollard. There's another piece that hit the bollard, and that was actually embedded into it. That's part of the flywheel. So the flywheel is a cast piece. That bolts to the back of the block. Oh, actually, that bolts to the flex plate. So you use an automatic flex plate because it's just part of the old style of the Marks adapter systems. So automatic flex plate, that bolts to there. And then it's got this, like a bowl. And it just sort of, like so. If you go back and look at my clutch videos, you'll see it as a whole piece, not as these 1,000 pieces. So yeah, that's the spacer. That's how deep the bowl used to be. So yeah, so they went on like so. And then the rest of the clutch plate sat over top. So that's how far it has to sit forward. Let me adjust you a little. Oh, that's all over. Put that back in there. Yeah, so that's how far forward it sits from the back of the engine to the factory clutch positioning. So that's all part of moving the engine far enough forward so that way the distributor clears the firewall. And you still use the factory transmission mounts, so that way your tail shaft lengths stay the same, your gear sticks stay in the same place. It's all around that. So all pieces of the flywheel that have just left the building. Let's have a look in the engine bay. So in the engine bay, that's the remainder of the bell housing. It's, yep, not much of that left. Over, I can't really show you from this angle. Right there, over there, that is a big dent in the firewall. And then right there is a huge dent with a hole in the extractors that I only just put on not long ago. So, gonna need to repair the extractors. Firewall can just be what it is. It's actually a fair way forward. It's like if I had my legs stretched out straight and my toes pointing to the firewall, that's where the dent is in the bell house, in the trans tunnel there. You can sort of see it a bit better. Not really. You can't see it all that well. But there's a dent and it's there. Okay, so as for this side, there's a couple little scratches and stuff. Not too bad. Alright, engine. Now, I've only looked in the bottom. I haven't... Oh, it's a bit hard doing this one-handed. Come on, off you come. Up, there we go. Okay, so set that there precariously. So 4 bolt mains, as you may have seen in this a bit earlier, but there was no metal shavings anywhere in anything. I know I flipped it upside down when I took it off initially. It's probably a big no-no because all the parts would fall down inside, but hey, I'm new to this game. It's not something I do. When I was looking in here with the torch, oh, you can't see it now because I put the window tray back in, but the cross hatching is in all the bores and it looks so nice in there. Spun it over by hand, all spins freely, beautifully. This is still loose, so I tighten it back up. Should I pull a mates, check the bearing. I don't know. I probably should check thrust, but the things I know I should check, I just don't know how. Might need to get a mate around or someone that knows more about these things. I know they exist, but I don't know how to do it. Alright, but right now, I need to make sure the gears work in this thing. Because I was in third, pinned, full load to no load. So they would have done these weird bang, 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 bang. So, got to jack up the back of the transmission, put a stand under it, pull the rear tail shaft out, drive shaft out, and run through the gears and just spin it and see if both ends turn in every gear and it doesn't make horrible sounds or get stuck anywhere. So, not sure if you saw it, but we put a H pipe in really badly over here when we put the new exhaust in, and it caught the back of the trans. So when we were towing her out, well, towed it from the track back to put on a trailer, it's only 100 meters. That was running randy rounds on here, making really bad sounds. Oh my gosh, I thought the thing was going to rip in half. Alright, we're going to jack this up, put a stand under here, undo these bolts, undo the ones at the other end, and then I'll bring you back in when it's time to go roundy rounds. So, I went to have a look at the thrust bearing and went, oh, that's meant to be attached. That's less than ideal. So I've drained the oil out of the transmission and pull it apart and see how we go. Hopefully, I don't even know what part. Is it part of this cover? Oh, there we go. Oh, it's that piece. Well, that shouldn't be too hard to get. Oh, that might not be too bad then. Should I pick one of these up from someone online? One of you? You got one of these for me? Alrighty. Well, I need to hunt for one of these. Looks like I've found a billet version of the clutch adapter. So if I can round one of these up, get that billet clutch adapter, we might be back in business for the next round with any luck. So that's only like 6 weeks from now when I'm recording it, which will be 5 weeks from when you see it. Oh, I need to get a boogie on. Alright, back in it. Righto. So what I'm going to do, hopefully you can see what I'm doing here. I'll put you back far enough. I'm going to spin this end. You watch that end for me. So it's in first. That's spinning pretty good. Okay, we're going to go second. Spinning good. I'm going to go third. That feels fine. Fourth. All feels fine. Fifth. Yep, let's go reverse.
I don't know.
There we go, that's reverse. Yep, that's reverse. Oh my gosh, she spins. Yep, that's doing its thing. Gears feel fine, they go in fine. And alright, let's order some parts. I think, well, that's what we need. Clutch. Get this adapter kit coming. Figure out what that front inspection plate is that I need to replace. And fix this exhaust. So I might rip this header off. Get it off to the exhaust shop because I can't weld. I didn't weld this either, but I can't weld even worse. This wasn't bad welding. It's just on rust because we didn't bother seeing it. Yeah, so that's where we're at. Let's get this started. So just pull the headers out. That's your damage. Like, that's full level thumb in the hole. And it nearly looks like that happened. Yeah, that's what I'd say. That happened right there. Probably attached to something else, but yeah. Yeah, definitely got very similar shapes to all of that stuff. Alright, so I think that's going to wrap up today's video. I need to order some parts, see what I can find. Hopefully I can start getting some stuff together within the next week and then do another video in a week again. So if I can do a few weekly videos until the next drag meet, might have it done. I'd love to have time to fix this engine bay up. I do have a disc master cylinder for the front brakes, which might actually make my line lock kit work properly. But yeah, so much wiring, so much filth. I've tidied it up a lot since I first got it. If you go back and look at my first video on it, there's like huge ass loudspeaker over there. Like, anyway, all right, I need to go order parts. I need to go see what I can find. Drop down some comments, ask me questions, sub. So what I have available are these SupaTroopsta shirts with Aussie Doug on the front. If you'd like one, I will have a pinned comment with a link to my Instagram and Facebook pages. Shoot me a message on there. Hit that notification bell, because this is going to be a series. There's going to be more coming. With that, next up, I will have, hopefully, the bell housing, a billet, flywheel adapter, and every other part hopefully starts rolling in over the next few weeks. Righto, thanks for watching, and I'll see you very soon.